Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the pièce de résistance. The bottom of the programme, the top of the film, and all things in between. This man, we've had award winners, we've had geniuses. This man's business sells pens, pencils, and paper.
Ooh.
But unfortunately, in this recession, his business is going nowhere. It's very stationary. He's the sharpest pencil in the box. Can we start to give him a round of applause? You'll never be bored. Please welcome to the stage the one and only Mr. Peter Ford.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Now, though it might be very hard for you to imagine this, I've actually reached the age of 65 in March.
Gracefully.
But I don't feel as if I'm, how can I put it, I've got into the old age mode yet. But I think it's going to happen soon. And what I mean by the old age mode is, you know, that feeling that you wake up in the morning and you want to wear a hat indoors all day. I've also been studying what people of my age group like to do. And I noticed that they tend to follow little old ladies round supermarkets, holding the list and being assisting their wives. So I said to my wife, I said, would you like me to come down to the supermarket with you tomorrow and use my management skills to help you do the shopping, help you find the bargains, and generally supervise the whole thing for you? And do you know what she said? She said, I'd rather lay in the bath, cuddling an electric fire, while spiders are dropping from the ceiling. So I think this is a no. And the other thing I can't work out is, I can't work out post offices. I don't understand what's going on in them. I've wondered about the queues. The queues are full of little old ladies. One thing that occurred to me is, when does a little old lady actually become a little old lady? Does she wake up one morning and says, I don't think I'll put a dab of Chanel behind my ears this morning. I think I'll pop down to Boots, buy a large bottle of Lily of the Valley. Is that what happens? And you notice when they're queuing in post office, they queue very well. Very good queuers. And on a sort of lunchtime, the queue is very long, because post office workers don't like to work lunch hours. So the queue is enormous. And the little old lady, you can see her sidling up to the front. And she gets to the front of the queue, and she goes to see the teller. And she opens her bag, and the item that she wanted to post isn't in there, is it? But what she's got is a photograph of her grandchildren. And she shows this to the clerk behind the grill. And do you know what she does? She turns round and she looks at the queue. And she fixes them with eye contact. And she does something very special. She gives a very special old lady smile. Because she assumes that we're participating in her moment of happiness. But we're not, are we? We want to drag the fucking bitch out. We want to drag her outside and hang her from the awning. And I think the law should be changed to allow us to do this. The other thing that fascinates me about little old ladies is their teeth. They have fascinating teeth. Where do they get these teeth from? Do they go to the dentist? And does he show them a catalogue? Does she see a large choice of teeth? And the dentist might say, Mrs. Perkis, the first range here are very natural looking. Slightly yellow tinge. One or two uneven. Those are our best-selling teeth. Or would you like the Model 2, which has got an occasional black fleck, very natural looking, for your age, yellow tinge? She says no, and she opens her handbag, and she takes out a picture she's torn out of her magazine of Tom Cruise. And she said, I'd like a set of teeth exactly like his. But I'd like them to be a slightly looser fit. Because I think it would be very fascinating that when I'm talking to people, my teeth move about. I would also like that when I pronounce any word that begins with TH or CH, I'd like them to shoot forward. Just like in the Alien, you know. Little old men have problems too. Why is it that when little old men get pretty old, in their 80s, sometimes 75, that they suddenly want to have something that they've not had for 30 years? Hair. So what they do is there's one or two methods they can utilise. One is to grow their hair very long on one side of their head and to sweep it over the top. But before they do that, they dye it jet black, don't they? Very natural, very natural. Or some of them who are better off go to the hair studio. Now in the hair studio you can have a variety of things. You can have hair weaving, they carefully stitch in somebody else's hair. Or if you go for the cheaper version, they nail it on. And others decide to have a straightforward wig. And because they had chestnut brown hair when they were 24, they go for ginger, don't they? And because they want the natural flyaway look, they go for nylon. And they like the natural hairline that begins just above their eyebrows. And for extra security, a flesh-coloured chin strap just adds that perfect touch. And what happens when they go to the bank manager, because they've seen a couple of anomalies on their bank statement, and they're standing there, and the bank manager's looking at them, he's standing there with his ginger wig, begins just above his eyebrows. fresh colour, chin strap. His wife's there, standing beside him, teeth moving. It's one hell of a sight. But I'd like to end, if I may, so you can all go home and go to Bobo's, with a moving story. Because outside, ladies and gentlemen, this very pub tonight, I saw the most wonderful thing. It brought the spirit of Christmas that's just round the corner right to me. Because there was a blind man standing there with his dog, his guide dog. And the dog lifted his leg and he peed down the blind man's leg. And the blind man reached into his pocket and took out a biscuit and gave it to the dog. Now, I tell you, that's something, isn't it? And I said to the man, that's the most wonderful, forgiving thing I've ever seen. The dog peed down your leg. You reached in your pocket, you gave him a biscuit. And I said, yes, and now I know which end his mouth is. I'm going to kick him in the ball. Thank you, good night.